What's up, Legendary fans? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Legend Outdoors. Today's legendary adventure, I should say, is going to be a little twig stove, some twig stove chronicles, if you will. I think I may actually start doing those maybe once a week, where we come out and we do some hot chocolate or coffee or cook something on the twig stove and just kind of sit and chit chat and see what the world has to offer to us. So without waiting any longer, let's get to this hike. If you can tell, I've got the river behind me, so it should be a pretty good time. It should be fun. I think today's going to be pretty nice. We were supposed to have a little bit of rain, and it sprinkled some, but I think it's over with. I do have my tarp with me just in case. So I brought my hammock with me. Gonna chill out in the hammock and cook up some hot chocolate and sit and talk with you guys. So let's get started. Got some pretty fresh deer tracks down there. It's kind of neat. Let's see if you guys can spot them out. This looks like a pretty good spot. Doesn't look like very many trees have any broken limbs or anything like that on them. So I got a tree here and a tree there, and I think I can get my hammock spread out right here. So I think this is a good spot. So we've got a pretty nice tree here, and then either right straight across from it or kind of catty-corner, and we have another really good tree. I'm gonna go ahead and get this off. I got a little hunk of paracord here that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna wrap that around the tree, that way I can kind of hang my gear up off of the ground, just in case it rains. I may actually put the tarp up, so I don't want to get my camera gear wet. So let's, whoops, undid the wrong one. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these, but this is a really neat little tool for paracord. You can attach a lighter to it, a small Bic lighter will go to it, and there's a razor blade that's inside of this. This is a company called Spool Tool, and it's made here in the United States, which is absolutely awesome. big supporter of products that get made in the USA. So we're gonna go ahead and unspool some paracord off of this and wrap it around the tree and get the backpack hung up on it. So we got the backpack hung up now. Just a real simple knot to put on there. I'm not very good at doing knots, so don't ask me what kind of knot I just used. It's like I don't know how to explain it, so I won't. And it really does look like the weather's going to go bad on me here, so we're going to go ahead and try and get this tarp up and avoid the rain clouds getting to us right away. The forecast said we were only supposed to get a 30% chance of rain. I don't really want to risk it, so we're just gonna take some preventative measures to go ahead and get this put up. Of course, I brought the tarp that has a hole in it that I poked a hole in, which is great, just wonderful. So what I want to do here is I want to get a ridge line put up, and then we'll use some sticks to stake down the corners. So stay with me, and we're gonna just rush through this and kind of fast forward through it. That way you guys don't have to watch me struggle through this for 20 minutes. So alright, we'll be back, and we'll get ready to fire up our twig stove. It's not looking good, guys. It's not looking good. We literally just had enough paracord to make our ridge line, so that's not good. Darn it. Alright. This will work. So finally, something that I did actually panned out pretty good. I've got a lot of extra paracord on this saw, and it's just for this very reason right here. I actually put enough paracord on here that I should be able to tie out both ends of my tarp. So we're just gonna undo this, and we're gonna use this cord that's left over. I do have a couple of other things that have paracord lanyards attached to them, just in case I need even more, but this may be just enough to do at least 2 corners, if not all 4 corners of that tarp. So we'll go ahead and get that tarp put up, and I'll be back here in just a minute. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to make a couple of toggles to tie onto the ends of the tarp over there. That way the tarp stays nice and taut. We can just use just, you know, some dead wood or something like that. This obviously won't work, but I got a couple of pieces over here I'm gonna grab. Alright guys, we are definitely running short on paracord here, and I'm hoping that it doesn't rain, although I kind of get that feeling that it's going to in the air right now. I'm usually pretty prepared for this, but for some reason I kind of thought in the back of my head, it's not going to rain, don't worry about it. And I grabbed that hunk of paracord and I thought that would be enough paracord to set up a ridge line, which it was just enough to set up a ridge line and nothing else. Make sure when you come out you got enough paracord to set up what you need to set up. But I think we'll be able to get enough. If I have to, I'll bust into my bracelet. I got tons of them, but I think we'll have enough. I've got enough paracord attached to knives and tools inside my backpack that I think we should be able to cover all four corners of this tarp. So we'll be fast forwarding through this part right about now. We just had 2 deer come running down this trail. That was so cool. He was literally getting ready to come right here where I'm filming. But I think I was talking too loud, or I was trying to get the camera so that I could focus it real quick so you guys could see it. I hope I got it on film. That was pretty cool. Let's get the GoPro out and put the DSLR away for a minute and see if I can't stay a little quieter. I'm gonna mess up my pretty hair. See you guys in a bit. So those deer come running from up here. At first I thought it was a turkey, and then it came all the way across. And I don't know where they went now, but was easy enough to get out of the way. Let's see what we got. Up some more. Oh, perfect. I'm gonna take a nap out here. Poor hole. I need to patch that up. Take better care of this tarp. This tarp's done me so good. Never done me wrong. And I treat it like that. Alright. Let's get our twig stove fired up. And then we can relax a little bit. Alright, so there's the tarp layout. We have the tarp. We have my hammock, or my backpack hooked up there. We have my hammock straps, my Kodiak straps from Bear Butt. And we have my Bear Butt hammock, which, yeah, I know it's sticking out the end, big deal. Beggars can't be choosers here when it comes to setting this up right now. So at least we got most of it underneath there. I mean, I can move this tarp so that way it doesn't look like it does right now. I think I might do that actually so it looks a little better. But there it is. So like I mentioned just a second ago, we're going to go ahead and move the tarp. That way it's, you know, covering all of the hammock, and part of the hammock down there isn't sticking out on the end. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. There. Now it's a little bit better. The hammock's kind of a little more covered. That tarp's it'd be more set up for a diamond for that particular hammock. That tarp's not very long, but a diamond formation, that would have probably made it a little bit longer, except I wouldn't have had as much cover on the sides. But this A-frame works fine for what I'm doing right now. It's just mainly, I don't even really need to put it up. I don't think it's going to rain, but if it does rain, we're all set. So all right, let's get the twig stove going and bring the twig stove. Shoot. All right, so we have the tarp and the hammock set up. We still have enough paracord left for my bag to be hung up, which you can't see, that's a little off camera right now. However, I said at the beginning of this video that we were going to have a twig stove, hot chocolate and stuff like that. I forgot my twig stove. So we aren't having a twig stove hot chocolate day. We're actually just going to have a little bit of fire on the ground here, which the ground is super wet. Don't crucify me in the comments about this. I'm not going to burn this woods down or anything like that. I'll clear off a nice little area right here. That way if anything does spark out or anything like that, we don't start a fire. Obviously we want to be respectful of everything that's going on in nature out here. So I'm going to go ahead and find a couple of nice pieces of wood to use, and we're going to get a nice little thing built around here. All I need to do is just boil some water anyway. I don't even really need to boil it. I just need to get it warm enough to where we make hot chocolate. We could just do cold chocolate really, but basically this video came down to how to set a tarp up. So if you didn't see, this is how to set a tarp up. Oh man, every time, never fails. I always come out here and I'll forget something. It never fails, never fails. But hey, I just came out here to enjoy myself a little bit, just to kind of sit and relax. Got the hammock up, so we're gonna just kind of chill out in the hammock for a little bit anyway, and drink some hot chocolate and chit chat for a little bit. Try to get those deer on film. I hope I got those, man. That would be pretty cool if I did. There were 2 of them. There may have been 3. And I keep seeing a bunch of blue herrings and stuff like that flying around out here too. I kind of wanted to get them on film, but let's go ahead and gather up some sticks and stuff and get a decent little fire, at least as best we can. Start it up, and then we can get some hot chocolate done up. And then we can chit chat. So, let's get done what we need to get done. Nope. That'll do. I should be able to get that started with just that fat wood down there, but I just want to get it started for sure, so I'm going to use this quick tinder. It's a little overkill, but who cares? And it sounds like it might rain. Alright, you guys ready for this thing? Look at this thing. This is like an inch round, ready to go. Dude, this thing's globs and globs of... It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, there you go. got my heavy cover canteen set. Sorry I'm not in frame, but I'm not really that concerned about that. Drop a little in there. Alright guys, we got the heavy cover canteen set with us. We're going to let some of this coals cook down just a little bit, and then we're going to set it down on top of it and let her get done. Boil up some water. So while that's boiling up a little bit, you guys like how I put the lid on there? It's pretty sweet, huh? Just tied it on. This heavy cover canteen set's pretty nice. Keith titanium heavy cover. But yeah, it's I've never cooked in the canteen itself. Was just in the nesting cup. But so how are things? How you guys doing out there? I'm alright. Just kind of doing day by day right now, actually. I got a lot of things going on in my life right now, and making these videos is kind of like my I don't know, making these videos is sort of like my last will and testament, I guess you could say. It's not like I'm dying of an illness or anything like that, but I like making YouTube videos, you know. It's a lot of fun for me. It's always a legendary adventure that we go on. It's sort of like the Indians, you know, like the Indians. The Indians used to have, you know, legends that they would tell, stories that they would tell. And this is sort of like my version of a legendary story, you know. Each one of these videos that I do, even if it's, you know, if it's bushcraft or if it's hiking, camping, car camping, whatever. Let's take this thing off. Anyway, like I was saying, I had to get my GoPro off of my head. There's no sense in having that on right now. But the whole reason for the videos is I kind of feel like I get to tell a story every time I get to come out here. And we get to experience the things that I enjoy doing, and a lot of other people enjoy doing. Some of the people may not be able to get out here and enjoy some of the things that I get to do, and we should all be grateful about that, you know. Me being able to come out here and do what I'm doing, you know, somebody may watch this video and be like, oh man, you know, I wish I could get out there and do the same thing. And The real question is, are you limiting yourself to doing that by just not doing it? You know, if you have a passion or desire, you should just jump out there and do it. You know, don't wait and let parts of your life go away or change. You know, keep living life, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So let's see how the fire is doing real quick. So I have a feeling I'm gonna not get hot chocolate. I'm gonna get cold chocolate. Oh no, it's getting there. Yeah, definitely getting there. So what's your guys' favorite hot chocolate? I've always been raised on Swiss Miss. Used to drink this all the time when I was a kid during the winter time. That wind's actually helping the fire out in a big way. It's getting tons of oxygen, getting nice and stoked up, so. Didn't bring my lid for my nesting cup there. Put lid on it and make it boil quicker. Looks like it's getting ready to boil right now. Alright, we're at a raging boil here. I'm going to go ahead and add the hot chocolate. 2 packages. Extra chocolatey. Yum. Alright, well, to make this kind of like quickly drinkable, I'm going to take a little bit of the water that I didn't boil and pour some of it down inside there, because I know it's got way too much chocolate chocolate packets, but I like it extra chocolatey, so it's alright. And we're going to go ahead and snuff the fire out, get done with it. I got enough water left over for that, so. Alright guys, well, cheers. Okay, that was a little hotter than what I thought. That's like lava. I'm gonna jump underneath the tarp. Let's go underneath the tarp. Oh, this is crazy. We made it underneath the tarp. Probably windy. But I do have a new cat cover for my mic, so hopefully that helps. Oh shoot. That's still hot like lava. Whew. Let that cool off some. Now I just realized I don't have anything to clean this cup out with. Darn it. I don't have any, I usually take like paper towel or like biodegradable wipes and stuff like that. And I have a way of cleaning my cooking utensils, and for some reason decided not to. Boy, there's a lot of stuff I forgot today. Go figure, huh? Oh well. That's what makes it a fun adventure, right? The unknown. You want to try and be as... Whenever I come out here, I do my best to be as prepared as possible. However, sometimes, you know, you forget things and whatnot, so this is one of those instances where I've kind of forgotten. But oh well. I got the tarps blowing on my head. Hopefully it's not too windy and flappy. Oh man, that's hot. It's a little more drinkable now. It's not near as hot as what it was. It's still pretty hot though. I think I may have burnt some of my tongue taste buds off. There's a worm crawling out of the area where I just made that fire. It's funny. You guys want to see this worm? I don't know if I can get it in frame. Yeah, I'll just try and get it on the GoPro. You guys stay right there. So that worm is like trying to crawl out of that fire area, the fire pit that I made. I must have woke him up from all the water I splashed on the ground. Yep. Still pretty hot. Should have brought my pillow with me. Can really do it up. Really. Well guys, I hope you're liking the content that I'm putting out. I hope you're enjoying the videos. I hope the fishing stuff is pretty cool and you enjoy it. I know the channel has a lot of fishing stuff on it, but I try and get out here and do more. Well guys, I think that is going to pretty much do it for the video. I'm going to probably just kick back here, which I'm sure you can't see very well. Let's see if I can get it without knocking the tripod over and see, I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen. Alright guys, that's going to do it for the video. I'm going to kind of just kick back and relax in the hammock. And I hope you liked the video. We may have to do another hot chocolate and chit chat. I know we didn't do a whole lot of chit chatting, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot to chit chat about, I guess. I mean, I do, but anyway, like I was saying earlier, kind of, I do these videos as like a last will and testament, I guess, if you will. It's kind of more or less for, I don't know, like family and friends, and like just to see what kind of adventures I go on, or like what kind of legendary tales that I get into and get to go on. It's sort of like, you know, like the Indian thing I was talking about. The old, you know, Indians used to tell legendary tales, you know, tales of legends and warriors and stuff like that. So that's kind of where these videos derive from a little bit, and that's kind of why I come out and do the things that I do, the fun things that I try and do. I just bring you guys along with me, and whatever comes up, I guess. That's what we talk about. As the videos get later and later, there'll be some more, I guess, intimate things that we may talk about and get to know each other a little bit better. So hopefully you like the videos. If you do, like and subscribe, and if you don't, then tune off to another channel. I hope this tarp's flapping right into the mic. So anyway, alright, well, thanks for tuning in to the channel, guys. Thanks for stopping by the Legend Outdoors, and as always, go out there and make a legendary tale of your own. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys my teardown process. I've got everything out of the hammock. I grabbed my hammock strap bag that I couldn't find earlier. So anyway, first I'm gonna take this peg that's in here. So easy. Like, I wouldn't even recommend doing it like this though, because it's not even like really in here. I mean, it's in here tight enough to where I can, you know, it's not, I'm not gonna move it, but it's just looped in here, so it's not like cinched in here, I guess you would say. So it's kind of not the best, but it works. And if you're gonna do it, make sure you peel all the bark off of your sticks and stuff, that way it doesn't lose its grip. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is all I gotta do is just pull this out, okay, and that takes that toggle out of there, and that's done. Now I'm going to pull the toggles up that are on the ground, and you can follow me on the GoPro with that. So let's go do that. That was nice. I get my hand all nice and muddy, and now I can get my paracord nice and muddy and put all that in my bag. Smooth thinking. So That was just in sort of like a silly knot. Take that off. I'm gonna take these. Normally I leave this paracord on these four corners so I have paracord on the tarp when I pull it out. Except it doesn't like to fit down inside the tarp very well, so, or I mean inside the tarp's bag. So I'm gonna just kind of throw those there. See, we didn't even need the tarp. It didn't even rain. Although it does look like rain still. The sun's coming out right now over here, but if you look further out that way, it looks pretty dark. The wind's coming from this direction though, so probably being the safe, but it's a good thing we were better safe than sorry. Versus being stuck out here with no tarp and all of a sudden a freak rain shower. That would suck. Sticks make the best steaks, I'll tell you what, let me tell you. They're great. You can buy steaks all you want and take them with you, but sticks work pretty good. Yeah, sometimes they'll break, and if you know you're walking into a real windy day, I probably wouldn't use a stick, or at least a dead stick. I would try and find like a sapling or something, but I don't like to cut down green trees, so I would carry stakes in. Alright, got this last toggle right here, and that is it for the tarp. The tarp's just hanging on the ridge line now, so we'll take that out or off. Lay this out and then fold it up. Fold it back up the way it was. Try and keep the ends together as closely as possible. That way it fits into the bag easy. But it squashes down pretty good, so you don't have to go too crazy with it when you're rolling it up. Unfortunately, I've ripped my bag right here. It stinks. Wish I knew how to sew. I'd fix it. I don't know how to sew, so it's ripped. The thing about this tarp is you really want to take the time to roll it up nicely like that, or else you'll have a hard time getting it back inside this bag. I was in a hurry one time and that's how I ripped it. I regret that now. And the bag, I'm pretty sure the bag's waterproof, so That's nice. This was the bag that I brought my straps in, but since I found my bare butt strap bag, we'll be using that. Okay, so we got most of that done, which is great, and now we just need to take down the hammock, which is super easy to do. And then I'm going to show you this ridge line, literally how simple it is to just pull this knot out. Don't ask me what the knot's called, I don't have a clue. Alright, are you guys ready for this? This is going to be so cool. Take your tag end right here. Haha. You seen how nice and taut that was too. Let's go check out the other end. Maybe I'll try and show you guys how to tie it, which, you know, I gotta remember how to do it now. Alright, you guys ready for this one? Just as simple. This is the tag end right here, and we're just gonna pull it. So how I tied this knot was, so you take your tag in, you go left over right, then you go back around, and you go through the loop that you just made, and then cinch it all up. And that'll pull that nice and tight. And then when you want to get it done and out, just pull the tag end and it's ready to come off. I hope you guys got that knot down, sort of anyway, as about as best as you could. I'm not the very greatest person in the world to go over how to make a knot because I don't make knots very well. But how cool is the spool tool, huh? You guys like that? You can buy them off of Amazon. Highly recommend them. They're nice to have. They keep your paracord nice and organized versus just kind of having a big hunk of it. Sometimes having a big hunk of it, it can get into a knot. Whereas this allows itself to unravel relatively nicely. They're not all that expensive. And if you get to an end like that, just come around and cinch this down on there. There we go. And that keeps that nice and taut. You can bring it back around to the other side too if you want to, like this. Geese are flying in from everywhere, man. They're all over the place now. So we got that done. Got all of our stuff packed up in here, is about as messy as possible, which is pretty typical of me. It's always nice and organized when I get out here, and then when I leave it looks like a pile of something or other. Alright, now all we gotta do is take the hammock down. Super easy to take the hammock down. I usually unclip it, leave a strap go, shake it out, make sure it's relatively clean, try and not put it away. I try and not let it touch the ground either, if I can avoid it. I'll take this. These aren't my lightweight straps either, carabiners. You can buy real lightweight carabiners that make it weigh absolutely nothing. Those are just the ones that come with it. I think they're steel or something like that, maybe, I don't know. But they're kind of heavy. So if you're wanting to be an ounce cruncher, a minimalist, you can get lightweight carabiners. Aftermarket. Skeeters are coming out now. Well, I do know one thing I forgot to do was grab the drawstring out. Now I got it crammed down in here. There we go. Best hammock company on the internet. Actually, anywhere. Screw Eno. And anyone else. Bear Butt is where it's at. They have like 100% money back guarantee. I had a hammock that got a hole in it. I don't remember how it even got a hole in it. It might have actually been my own fault. They replaced it completely free of charge. All they wanted to see was the proof of sale. So if you keep your receipt, or if you buy it online like I did, I bought mine online from Amazon, which you can keep your orders off of Amazon like in your list or whatever, so that way if you have to go back and show proof of purchase on something, it's right there and easy to pull up. I don't know if they still sell these on Amazon. You may have to actually go to the Bear Butt website to get them, but I think you can still get them off of Amazon. Whoops. And they always have specials and sales. Always. You can get them at 20% off, 15% off, and spend $25 for a hammock. And if you want to, you can buy the straps. The straps come separately, obviously. You're not going to get the straps with the hammock. I mean, wouldn't that be great if you did, but... So that's it. That's it. As little as a footprint as possible is left out here. And that's it. That's all that's left. Just the backpack right there. So we're going to get that picked up and have that taken out of here. We got the campfire smashed away. All put out. All I got to do now is lug out my camera and we're done. You guys see the beaver? I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. That might be a muskrat. Nope, that's a beaver. I hope I got that on video. It'd be pretty cool if I did. Alright guys, let's pack the rest of the stuff up and get going. I'm going to take this off. I'm pretty sure that was a beaver that we just seen. I could be wrong. It might have been a muskrat. If it was a muskrat, it's a big one. I'm going to take this hunk of paracord with us so I don't leave stuff like that on the trees. Alright guys, we're ready to head out. I hope you enjoyed the video. It was fun making it. If you did, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel, put the notification bell on. That way you're informed of every video upload that I upload, which would be probably weekly as best as I can anyway. And you can tune in to all of the legendary stories and events that I do as I make my way through life and as I make my way through bushcraft, hiking, backpacking, canoeing, kayaking, fishing, all sorts of fun things. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at The Legend Outdoors for all sorts of neat Instagram photos and small video clippets of all of the exciting adventures that I do have while I'm out here. So follow me there too. And I will see you guys on the next adventure. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click on the next video to watch it, because it's also a legendary adventure. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode, guys. Peace.